everyone, it's Denise, aka Linus. So today I just want to stop in and kind of talk about the direction of my channel. So that being said, the type of videos I've been making recently, aside from the two collabs I did with Black Revolutionary Now, I'm referring to the self-care car vlogs and stuff like that. So I did stop making those. And there were some things I liked about making those types of videos and some things I didn't like so much. So the first thing I liked about it is that I was able to just talk and say what was on my mind. I didn't have to edit so much. I allowed myself for them to be longer videos. And as a creator or someone that makes YouTube videos, I could see on my home screen that when people would watch those videos, they would watch them almost all the way through. So even though the views on those are really low, at least the view duration was longer. What I didn't like about it, what started to bother me, is the content. I would kind of talk about my logs. I would talk a little bit about like mundane stuff that was going on in my life. But then a common theme was diet and exercise. So for exercise, like how many times can I talk about what I'm doing for exercise or what I'm going to do for exercise without actually showing you what I'm doing? Years ago, I would show myself going on walks, and I even did a couple workout videos, one in my living room, one in my basement. So I'm not going to talk about exercise anymore unless I'm showing you myself doing some type of exercise. It doesn't make sense otherwise. So that's why I took a break from that. Another thing I wanted to talk about is Black Revolutionary Now. I've had people in my personal life ask me if I share all the same opinions that he does. And I'm going to start off by saying that he is a very well-read person. He's a very intelligent person. He's a very nice person, just caring, he's an amazing person. But I don't really think it's an issue as to whether I agree with everything he says or not. Years ago, I was leaning towards Pan-Africanism, but I didn't go as hard as he does. And I kind of feel like we really need people like him at this point because there's so much systemic racism, overt racism, microaggressions, disadvantage, misinformation. There's so much of that still goes on that people are like distracted by, or they don't care about it. And I think they think that right now, or even in the near future, it's going to become something that's less important. But as a Black person, and I've been around like sociologists at school, non-Black people that agree with this, the theory of whitewashing and certain races kind of coming to a level of being more accepted by whites and blending in culturally and being able to get into certain businesses and get into certain fields. It's never going to happen for Black people. Like once you're Black, it's something that's almost in every culture. I'm not saying that everyone's racist, but it's not something people can look over. If you talk about the most despised race, it's always going to be Black. It's not something that's getting that much better, and it's not something that should be ignored. So for people like Black Revolutionary Now to talk about racism, overt racism, systemic racism, misinformation regarding like current issues or even Black history, it's very, very important. And that's all I'm going to say on that. He is very, very well read. So for someone to ask me, do you agree with everything he says? I haven't read all the books he's read. I haven't been in circles that discuss all the types of things that he discusses. All I know is that I agree with the notion that Black power in itself is not racist. It's more about Black empowerment. It's not anti-white, it's not anti-Asian or anything like that. It's just there's a need for Black people to kind of stand up for themselves, and it's nothing that someone else is going to do for them. So for someone to be passionate about that, it's really, really inspiring. The only other thing I want to say before leaving is I saw a video by Heinz, He spells his name H-I-N-D-Z or H-I-N-D-Z, however you want to pronounce that letter. He's Canadian. I think he lives in Vancouver. And he just has like a really, really chill personality. When I started watching his videos, he had 1,500. And now I can't even imagine how much he has, because the last time I checked, it was well over 100,000. So he just grew really, really fast because he makes these high quality videos as a former videographer. And he made a video the other day talking about how YouTube is changing and how YouTubers probably only have a couple years left to be YouTubers. And he explained the rationale behind that. And then around the same time, another YouTuber that I follow, both of these people have Locs. I don't want to mispronounce her name, so I might have to put it on the screen and spell it out phonetically. But anyway, she talked about the same thing. She's also kind of like a storyteller and videographer. So these people, they make really, really artistic looking content, strong, like high quality content. She was talking about the same thing. She was noticing a trend where people that started out around the same time as her either are stopping with the videos that they're making, or they're going in a different direction. I myself have noticed that the people that make lock videos that started out 10 years ago and had the same number of subscribers that I have, they have either stopped or their views are dipping. And it goes to show how you kind of have to make a choice and kind of have to re-examine why you're making videos. I just wanted to document my natural hair journey and my lock journey because I loved locks and I was passionate about them and excited about them. And then I found a community to share everything with, and it just became a thing. And I also know that I'm not for everyone because I'm more soft-spoken and my life is very introverted. So that could be seen as a little bit boring. Other people might see me as a little bit unhinged because I do once in a while talk about stuff that some people don't want to hear me talking about. There will be a point coming up in the near future where I have to decide between posting weekly or trying to post weekly and then posting only when I feel pulled to make sure that I'm posting content that is more high quality, or maybe experimenting with creativity, just posting more content that's like posting stronger content instead of posting more frequent content. But until that happens, I will keep posting the way I am. If you have watched this far, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you soon. Bye.